It's midnight, and for me, this is scorched earth. I have a sore throat, and I've had no coffee today. It's like the first time in 6 months. So, subscribe to support the cause. I'm fighting through the illness to be here for you. How exciting! Games beat 2025. Hooray. Can you tell I'm excited? I really am. You may not be able to tell, but I am excited. So this was last week. These were the games I was beating or beat last week. Did not beat Clunky Hero. And I said I would figure out what I wanted to do for Switch. I would continue on Clunky Hero. And I would beat Pokemon Black. I am here to report Clunky Hero has been dropped. And instead swapped for Sonic Adventure. And I beat Knuckles Path and Sonic Adventure. So that was a game that I just resumed play on. I had the Sonic and Tails path cleared. Alex tells me I haven't beat Sonic Adventure until I've cleared all the characters. I don't agree with that, but I'm going to do it anyway. The character campaigns are short enough. I played through Knuckles' campaign in like 2 days, and I'm like 40% into Amy's. They kind of suck, but they're funny, if anything. I did replay Castlevania kind of on a whim. I was doing my Sonic speed running, which, by the way, is now down to 30 minutes and 40 seconds real time, not in-game time. That is with drop dash and everything. But I've been really fighting for that sub 30. I got so frustrated in trying it the other day. I think it was Thursday. Just swapped to Castlevania and played that to completion. Took about 2 hours, and I figured out a couple strategies that I think could get me down closer to that 1 hour mark. So, I would love to come back and re-stream it and retime it and see how I do. And that could just be a Castlevania themed stream. I kind of like to slow down on the Sonic streams, ironically, but at the same time, I am so close to that sub 30. I just want to do it and kind of move on because I'm really hinging on two videos really with both Castlevania and Sonic 1, both of which are either a beginner's guide or an advanced guide, and I think they would do well for the channel. It's been a while since I really felt I had a video that just was like, kind of golden numbers for the channel, and I think both those would work well in that regard. I do want to do a video on Sonic Adventure, so I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I did beat Pokemon Black. I got the credits. I said I would. I was at the 8th gym last time. It gets wonky, man. I think it's a really cool game, and it kind of goes off the rails at points, but they reel it back in. It's never too wild. I grew an appreciation for some of the Gen 5 Pokemon, although I will say I really did begin to miss some of the classics. I know that they come in the post game, and I'll play post game separately. I kind of just want to sit with my thoughts about the core game for now. And I do think it's a good, hearty core game. And I learned to love and appreciate certain elements of the game. I think technically it's really impressive in a way that maybe some of the older ones are lacking, like just Pokemon animations in battle and some interesting types. And there's some really sucky ones too. Garbodor, Vanilluxe, Kling. There's some shitty Pokemon in this gen, but there's some really cool ones too. Excadrill, Haxorus, freaking Emboar. Like there's some good ones. Bisharp. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank, but even these dragon ones are pretty nifty. So for next time I do a Games Beat, I actually did start on Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I have been trying to beat this game for quite a while. I know everybody talks up Yoshi's Island. I've always found it really slow. Just a really slow game, and I get not confused, that's the wrong word, but I get caught up trying to get all the collectibles when really it doesn't matter much as far as just kind of playing through the game. So in that way, I think that it stagnates my progression through the game frequently. I am definitely going to continue on Sonic Adventure. I would at least like to get through Amy's path and maybe the robot and or Big. We'll see. I know about a secret that happens when you get through those 6, but I won't say it in case I spoil it for anybody. And I want another stream game or just one to play kind of on 64. I've been doing good with 64. I beat Mischief Makers and Sin and Punishment this year. And it's really the only console I would like to kind of actively collect for at this time. And in order to rationalize collecting for it, I think I need to continue beating games through it. Mischief Makers was a new one for me. That was awesome. Sin and Punishment was replay. That's fine. But I think Wave Race will be a nice kind of game to try and play through and to beat too. So we are at 13 games total for the year within the first week of March. That puts me on track to beat around 60 to 70 by the end of the year. So I'm hopeful that that trend will continue. It could even do better, but I don't know if beating games is necessarily my prerogative right now, as opposed to just kind of figuring out like my mission. Because I do look at some channels here on YouTube and I see how they succeed and like what are their strategies, and I question a lot of things that I do, like, should I continue doing live streams on this channel? I don't know. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Should I continue live streaming at all? I see a lot of people stream on Twitch, post videos on YouTube. It's not to say I have to be like them, but if there's a very clear metric for it working, I don't know. And then I see, I remember I talked about this thing called like Project 64, where I play and review every N64 game. I found a channel of a guy that's been doing it for 3 years and he's taken off. And it's like, shit, like, why couldn't I just focus on it? But, time and place, like, I'm not regretful about that. I'm just trying to think forward. How can I build something substantive out of this channel? To me, that's probably in the F-Zero direction. I do think that when I do eventually make that best and worst racers of F-Zero X video, that could portend for something good for this channel. I don't know. Maybe not. But I do think I really got to lock in and just kind of finish that script and work on it. It was a good time. As you can tell, my throat is sore. I'm not speaking at full volume here. But yeah, that's it for this week. These are my games beat, and I have fun doing so. What are yours? Cheers. Talk to you soon. Peace, everybody.